Hello, my name's Jupiter Hadley, and I went to Sweden Games Conference in 2017. The Sweden Games Conference was obviously a games conference that took place in Sweden. It was in a place called either Skövde or Hovda. I don't quite know which pronunciation I'm supposed to be saying. And it had a lot going on. There was a huge games expo with tons of games like the ones you're seeing me play now. This was actually a super fun VR game, one of my favorites from the event. And there was also a student area of games that were being showcased that switched out in the middle of the day, so that you'd see 2 games there a day. And then there was also an incubator area, which were games made specifically from the local games incubator program, which was a brilliant program that we then got to tour the building and explore and learn all about, where they provide developers with a place where they can sort of grow without having too much to worry about. They provide a desk, resources, people to come in and give talks on game development and on different aspects of marketing and whatnot, and just a nice environment to grow in. There was also a bunch of talks that went along with the Sweden's Game Conference, which were really, really, really great. It was such a high-quality amount of talks and so many going on a day that it was, if you were interested in any of them, you could go and see them or stick around and play some of these games. There was just a big variety at this conference. There were also bands that played in the mornings and in the evenings, and they were gaming-themed music that was played. It was really, really wonderful to see it. There was an award ceremony, a big dinner. You got to hear about all of these achievements from game developers in Sweden and what they're accomplishing and how well they're doing. And it was just an amazing opportunity to get to see some developers that aren't from where I'm from, not from England and not from America. That's primarily where I hear about games being developed. So getting to go and see some games from other areas was just really wonderful. They had some really, really amazing games coming out of this area. At the last day of the games conference, there was a festival, and the festival had some different stuff going on the main stages. It was the same games in the expo, except the student games weren't quite. It was a new batch of student games. And the festival was a bit intense. There were people playing competitive games and doing stuff like that. But it was pretty cool to watch and just check out on your last day when you're kind of tired. It was a week-long event. But it was wonderful. Every aspect of it was super wonderful, super well ran. All of the games, all of the talks, all of the back-end stuff was just done so beautifully. And they provided plenty of opportunities for me to get to check out just local universities and local programs for game developers. It's amazing what they're doing over in Sweden. I'm going to try to link in the description as many of these games as I can, though YouTube does have a character limit on the stuff that you can link in the description, and there were a lot of games. But I will try my best, and if you like the look of any of these games, please do check them out. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. I'll let you watch the video.